I brought up the former White House press secretary, and I want to be forward-looking here. Lots of commentary yesterday about her decision to write a book. I think I accidentally took Sean out, so if you could bring him back, plees.
Yes,
That's perfect for this topic.
Here is what Axios had, number 105. Axios quoting some former Biden officials, her former colleagues. One former White House official who worked closely with her told Axios that she was one of the most ineffectual and unprepared people I've ever worked with. She had meltdowns after any interview that asked about a topic not sent over by the producers. Another person, the amount of time that was spent coddling her and appeasing her was astronomical compared to her attention on actual matters of substance. Now, Dan, I start with you.
Oh,
Why were these things not talked about when by either the press or the Democrats when she was actually in the job?
Well, they were to some extent talked about as through anonymous feelings. They were never quotes, but there were stories and things like Axios and Politico Playbook about frustration with her. And where you really saw it was when she and John Kirby started doing kind of co-briefings, that she was very upset about this and very territorial. And then the leak started about why he was there.
All right, I got to stop you because we got to be forward looking. What happens next with this book?
Oh, I hold on a second, Mark. I have breaking news coming in from one of our affiliates. Yep, hold on. I just want to get it straight. Jake Tapper has announced his second book, Another Original Sin, Karine Jean-Pierre's decline, her cover-up, and disastrous choice to write a book about the Biden decline. Yeah, and so Tapper's now got a second book out. This is I'm just getting this as we speak. But the idea that I love all these people who are now coming out in the same fashion that they did now for Tapper and saying, oh, yeah, she was highly ineffectual. She was unprepared. We all saw it with our own eyes. Same way that we saw Biden's decline.
Right.
And now that suddenly she's decided to try to grift off of this, where all these people are saying, yeah, we saw it. I mean, come on. This is a ridiculous notion. I'm blown away that Hachette offered her a deal. And I say this in all seriousness, like I can't believe, I will be shocked if she sells more than 5,000 copies. Full stop.
I think to look forward, Mark, I think what's going to happen is she's going to try to get even. All the people who know they're about to get trashed are going to try to trash her first and more powerfully.
Well, they've already started,
and they've already but I think it's going to get a lot worse, especially because
100%
it sounds like there are emails that people saved and text messages that people saved from her to them complaining about different things. So I think we're going to see the dirty laundry aired. I think it sounds like she is going to attempt to argue that Joe Biden should have remained in office in the race and in office.
Yes.
All of this is to say it is going to be a circular firing squad of a complete shit show that further says Joe Biden was too old. He was basically, lost his mental capacity. The staff was a circular firing squad. Like, all this does is make us look horrific.
So, Dan, is there anyone?
He ran circles around her.
Yeah.
So I just want to be clear that I do worry about her health. If she runs circles around her, then she really needs a little maha in her life.
Dan, is there anyone in the party who could mitigate the damage and the distraction this is going to cause?
No, I mean, I talked about this last week with someone that there's no one that can get Joe Biden to stop coming out and arguing that he's fine and he would have won. There's nobody that can get these staffers to not do it because they're all humiliated. They're angry that the drain is, everything is swirling down the drain, and they're all trying to kind of claw their way back up. So, no, I mean, look, Mark, it would be Nancy Pelosi. Obviously, she's not going to tell the Biden people what to do. It'd be Chuck Schumer, Barack Obama, and the Clintons don't want to touch this.
Right.
So
but I will say this, she's brilliantly boxed in, right? To your point a minute ago, just think about the dynamic here. If she does argue that Biden should have stayed in the race, Team Biden and those around him at the senior level can't go after her because she's saying nice things about Biden.
Yeah.
But she's going to go after Anita Dunn. She's going to go after John Kirby. She'll probably go after either Klain or Zients. Who knows, Ricchetti or Reed or whoever also undermined her. But this is, to me, thank you. This is literally a grievance fest that manifested itself into a book. And I think that what she's done is, and this happened in Team Trump in the first term to some degree, which is if you are able to say, but I don't go after you, or I said nice things about the president. It kind of creates this interesting dynamic where you can't be that critical because they say nice things about the number one person.
Like what you see? Why don't you subscribe? This is a great opportunity to be part of unique conversations. Just hit the subscribe button. And if you want to watch our events live, go to twoway.tv.